Hi everyone, it's lovely to see you again. It's a beautiful day outside, but it's a little bit windy, so I've had to come inside to record the assembly because my hair was going everywhere and getting in my face. I'm glad you enjoyed last time's assembly, and at the end I asked you to vote for which subject you'd like to think about this week. And lots of people voted, so I was really happy. Thank you very much if you did. And lots of people wanted to think about politeness in this assembly. Politeness Matters, which is exactly what we're going to do. George is just here. He's reading his book. How's your book, George?
I'm reading.
Shh, he's reading. Okay, well, we better get on with our assembly then. When we're at school and when we're at home, grown-ups often tell us to be polite, to use our pleases and our thank yous. And we can do that, but it seems quite boring sometimes to remember to always have to be polite. There's probably times when your mum or your dad or your adult at home comes into your bedroom and you're busy reading a magazine or playing a game and they say, "Hi, how was your day?" Well, they went to school. They know what it's like. You've had a fine day. There's nothing really to report. You kind of look up and you say, "Oh, I'm reading my magazine." You don't really feel very much like answering. Maybe your grandparents send you a book in the post and it's a good book. They know that you really like it because you like that series. Why do you need to keep saying thank you? They know that you like it. They know that you really appreciate it and that you love them very much. But you're adults, so you've got to ring them up and say thank you, or you've got to write them a letter to say thank you. Maybe another time your dad makes you your favourite dinner at tea time. And it's really nice, you really, really love it. You eat it really, really quickly and you get down and off you go and you carry on with what you were doing that day. And your dad's left and he's maybe clearing up the plates and he thinks, "Oh, I wonder if you liked it very much." Well, of course you did. You loved that meal. You didn't say it today. He knows it's nice. He made it and he ate it too. The thing is, you like your parents most of the time, and your grandparents, and your adults at school. And maybe you don't imagine that it matters very much to them whether you answer or say thank you or say please or say, "That was really lovely, thank you for making it." It might seem a bit odd to keep having to say these things. They're grown-ups and you're just a kid. They drive a car, they've got a credit card. It doesn't feel like it could make any difference then what you say or what you don't say. Funny thing is, grown-ups aren't half as strong as they seem, and they worry and they get hurt really easily too. They worry about love, they worry about their jobs, they worry about money, they worry about you. And if you don't answer them when they ask you a question about how your day was at school or whether you like your dinner, they'll worry. They'll think that you might be cross with them or that there might be something wrong. If you don't say thank you when they make something for you to eat, they'll worry that they can't please you. If you don't say thank you to your grandparents for choosing you a book that you really, really like, and if they don't hear from you, they might worry you don't like them. They might worry that you didn't like the book. You don't usually realise how unsure grown-ups actually are. You don't realise that you can hurt their feelings with the words that you choose or the words you don't choose. You might make them feel sad or even silly. It's strange, isn't it, to think that you have that power. Grown-ups are much, much more like you than you imagine. It may seem, up until this point, that being polite is something that other people tell you to do because they're bigger than you or more powerful than you, and maybe that they'll get angry if you're not nice to them. Far from it. Politeness matters because people are fragile and they need to be handled with care. We don't usually mean to hurt people's feelings. Sometimes we just don't realise that we can, and we forget that people can be hurt really, really easily. You might not always remember that by not responding to someone you could make them worried or sad. It just seems like such a little thing, just looking up and saying, "Hi, school was fine," or "I like the book," or "Thank you for making me lunch, Dad." These aren't little things though, they're really, really big things. They're powerful words that can bring comfort and bring a smile to the face of anyone, even someone who has been alive on the earth for 5 times the amount you have. Now, this idea is an idea from Confucius. And Confucius lived a really, really long time ago, 2,500 years ago, in China. And I'm going to tell you about his story. One of the philosophers who thought and cared most about politeness lived in China about 2,500 years ago. His name was Confucius. His father was a soldier, but sadly he died when Confucius was still very young. And after that the family were quite poor. When he left school, Confucius started a career as a government official, and eventually he became an important advisor to the local rulers of different parts of China. Confucius lived at a time when the generals of armies could do what they wanted. They were in charge because they were stronger and more powerful than anyone else. Their manners, though, were frequently very bad. They grunted and swore and didn't even look at people when they spoke. Confucius thought that this wasn't just rude, he thought that it was a very serious problem. He believed the government had to be good, and that an important part of goodness was paying attention to manners and etiquette. He thought a lot about bowing, which is the Chinese version of shaking hands, and how two people should bow to each other so that neither side should feel offended or hurt in the process. Confucius knew that manners matter, because the wrong words can be, as he put it, as wounding as a sword. So that's our big idea for Curious Minds this week. I wonder how many people have ever thought about politeness like that before. Confucius really was an amazing thinker. George, are you still enjoying your book?
Yes, it's a lovely book. Thank you for buying me it.
That's an absolute pleasure. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Maybe you can really, really think about being polite to your adults around you. And if you're coming back to school this week, you'll be able to do that with your teachers, your adults, and your friends at school too. It might seem a little bit strange and maybe even a little bit false to start off with, but as soon as you start acknowledging what other people do for you and telling them that it's really made you feel happy, that will make them feel happy as well. As I say, lots of children are coming back to school this week. We're looking forward to welcoming back our key worker children and more key worker children who haven't been coming to school yet because their mums or dads and adults at home are going back to work. And we're looking forward to welcoming lots of year sixes too. If you're a little bit anxious about what coming back to school will be like, don't forget that Mr. Perkins has made a really informative video that's on the YouTube channel as well that you can watch, and so you can just get to know what school's going to look like. But don't worry, because all of the adults are going to be there with their smiling faces, and they'll all be looking after you, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you've got once you're there. So we're looking forward to seeing you if you're coming back. If you're staying at home, don't forget the home learning will still be online, and your teachers are at the end of that email if you want to contact them as well. We love hearing from you, and we are looking forward to seeing you and hearing from you over the next half term too. Bye for now.